Otherwise, we're gonna see just even. We're gonna see it super even on the mid lane.
And look at the harassment coming from this Lich. And of course the two supports fighting over here at the bottom. And again,
Link again from Villanueva.
yeah, the static link from the Razor. But the Mirana already has the magic one for himself or herself. No more static link for you, sir. You need to be careful.
Because the thing is, if he hits you continuously, that's
Oh
gonna stay.
my god!
One more
click.
hit. Here we go. Oh, well, goes for the tango.
Yeah, he still has the healing cell just delivered to him, so he's fine.
It's going to be a different story. Versa is a very aggressive core early game.
Oh, Vargas!
Oh, Vargas is dead.
Anchor smash, easy kill for the Tide Hunter.
Maybe Team Philippines is a bit of struggling here on the early game. The aggressiveness of Team Thailand is showing.
And they're just being careless in the lanes, especially. The Razor in the mid. Just, you know, he wants to trade off with the right clicks from the Viper.
Again.
Skirt shirt, let's go. It's a power skirt shirt. 1-1-1 build for the Doom.
Let's see. They just escaped. Like, just put the Chain Frost on the Faceless Void. Go for the dive. You're gonna be okay.
Yeah, that's the trend right now in this game, number 2. And mid matchup, you're back to even. Just like that.
Like 15-8, 11-3. I believe Villanueva has got a little bit more edge because of the first kill.
Yeah, true. He has the early advantage. Oh, the lift.
Let's see, Chain.
And the Rubik has the he has the Fade Ball. He's
there
fine.
we go, he's fine.
He has the Fade Ball. And also
But
the healing cell.
he barely survives that. The supportal combat.
Yeah. I think it's pretty much calculated. Look at the static link damage, man. Look at the damage.
If he gets continuously, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. It's
Take
gonna stack.
5. That's the stacks.
Yeah, he's gonna stack. Oh, he still wants to chase down.
60 per second stack. Goes for the salve. And he survives.
Who survives?
Viper just needs one more solid hit on that. He might have taken the Razor out.
Oh yeah. The support battle still going here in game number 2.
Russian will try to escape here at the bottom lane though.
Undying dead.
Alviso, undying. Alviso. Decay will try to delay his death for a while. Alviso trying to drag him out, but nope. That's 2 straight kills for Team Thailand.
Vargas.
They want Vargas. The arrow connects perfectly. Starstorm's there. Will the damage be enough? Rubik will try to save his comrade. The gush.
Yeah, one more.
Yep.
One more hit.
And a double kill from Jiro Wong.
Yeah, that pretty much nice arrow coming from the Mirana.
Perfectly placed arrow.
Yeah.
See, if they ban the Elder Titan, things will definitely change. And we are seeing it in this game number 2. So 4-7, less than 1k net worth lead for Team Thailand. 5 minutes into this game 2.
So 4-7, yeah, we have a quick pause.
G1 ready. Yep.
Yeah, they lag.
G1 ready.
Yeah.
And again, Doom will try to pull this neutral creep out for a bit of gold.
Viper
That,
already at
the
6.
DPS of that Viper on the Razor.
And he already has level 6, so ultimate is up and ready.
Oh, the arrow!
Yeah,
They can't save the Razor. The lift by that Rubik, but this will be difficult for him. He could not save the Razor.
He's having problems right now. That's the that's the problem if you go aggressive against your opponents in the lane, then you get punished. You get behind.
So Alviso will be left alone on the bottom lane. Will try to siphon as much XP as he needs be.
And Rurik even taking up the mid lane.
Same with him dying on the bottom
yeah,
lane.
just to take up a couple of gold and experience.
Because basically they might have driven out the Razor out of the lane.
Okay. So we're having problems for the side of
Team Thailand
with
Yep.
their TeamSpeak or Discord.
So now let's take a look at the possibilities here for both teams. Team Philippines kind of struggling in this early laning phase, and now we're back. So as I was saying, kind of struggling in the early laning phase. Team Thailand is the aggressor here.
Yeah, they are. They need to secure a win here to get the series
Or
tied
create space.
or even.
Create just to create space.
And Void also getting a good farm here at the top. Same goes with the Viper. Razor a bit, behind for the, behind just, with the Viper, so pretty much. The Drow even not getting a good lane because the Drow died twice at the bottom.
Oh, again, the arrow, but it will miss though. The leap. Miranda.
Thailand. Now it's 9-4 Thailand with a good lead.
Again, Mirana on a killing spree.
Efficiency, ladies and gents. The Eastern picked up, converted into 2 kills.
So that's 4 to 10. First 10 kills will go in favor of Team Thailand.
Mirana was able to spot the low HP Razor just farming out on the triangle. It's a nice find to come for
That's
that
like
Mirana.
nice game sense.
Yeah, indeed. They don't have any visions on the triangle. Some good stuff.
Now we'll see here. Can they go? Can they force another pick-off? No big team fights yet, but I think Thailand, if this continues, they're gonna snowball this game number 2.
Trusty shovel picked up by the side from the Philippines. Villanueva with the shovel.
Now they will try to do ward. That's very vital warding.
Now the Mirana TP's on the bottom. However, the Void is still farming really well on the top lane.
So he's going for the Diffusal Blade.
Yeah.
And then I think that's a Yasha, so maybe let's assume an SY.
I know, I think
Or
I'm
a
gonna go for a
Manta.
Manta build.
Manta.
For,
Oh
good
yeah,
for the
that's
Gus.
an ultimate orb. Yeah, I think a Manta.
Yeah, good for the, again, the Gus, the silence. So he can break the silence, so he can go for the fights. So he'll not be scared of the Gus once he gets the Manta style in this game. The Razor is really behind.
That's why they need a space, because like Razor and Drow Ranger needs the gold, they need the item, and now they're behind. And just 1 or 2 towers, 1 or 2 objectives here from Team Thailand. They're just gonna control the map for Team Philippines.
Trying to provide a bit of damage on the tier 1 tower, but most likely 2 lanes being pressured by the side of Thailand.
Defending.
Yeah,
I believe they're gonna give it to them. Although Razor pushing the top lane, this is going to be Team Thailand's compromise. Bounty runes will be taken as well.
2 each.
Outposts. Wait, no outposts on the other end? Oh, there we go. There's the outpost for the side of Team Thailand.
1 each. Tier 1 tower falls for the side of Thailand on their safe lane. Or I mean on the top lane. So still, both teams farming, especially the side of Philippines.
This has turned into a farming game. Game number 1 was all team fight, team fight, team fight, team fight, pick off, pick off, pick off. But here, they went really, they got to a point where they had the safety net.
Well, Philippines can fight. I mean, they can fight as of now, since they got behind during the laning phase. And of course, if you're playing up against the Void, you need to be careful with the chrono. Plus the follow-up initiations for the, follow-up initiations, spells like, for example, Ravage.
Yeah, Ravage.
Plus the Chain Frost,
but
massive.
Like we're talking about early game or in the laning phase, I think team fight-wise, Team Thailand is going to pull this off. At this point, if they want.
They were like trying to go for the Tidehunter, but that's one tanky hero to go for. And the Lich is also behind the Tide, so he has support here at the bottom. So the Faceless Void still farming pretty well, and they go for the smoke. Do smoke of the seat, they'll convert to the middle lane. They still have the Ravage.
Will miss.
They have the Ravaging.
They spotted the Rubik.
This is a good time for Thailand to pressure further the side of the Philippines.
They're all smoked up and ready to go. They want this. They're going for a wraparound. Are they planning to go for a team fight? Oh, here we go. They spotted him! And, of course, the Doom. Flesh Golem will be used. The Decay. Chain Frost will be popped as well. Team Thailand will lose 2 heroes.
Oh my god. That was nicely done by the Rubik. Instantly Telekiness lives, stunning 2 heroes from the side of Thailand.
And the Doom on the Tidehunter.
That was sealing that fight for Philippines.
Those were their counter goes.
It's a nice Doom, so
The
no Ravage. No Ravage for you, good sir.
And maybe a ray of light for the Philippines. They managed to get 2 pickups from that one.
Yeah, they were able to get the Tide, which is pretty much a good target for that fight.
And at the same time, Drow Ranger and Razor are pretty much having the time of their lives farming with 0 annoyance here.
Well, the Drow just needs to be, mindful of his positioning during fights, avoiding those Chrono Spears, especially the Ravage that can set up the Chrono. He's just gonna look for the Drow. I mean, that's his main target, the Drow.
Or maybe Faceless Void is the one who's gonna look for the Drow. Just go for the time off in, pump the Chrono, drop everything you have in the Drow Ranger.
They just need, I mean, the Void just needs to find the draw. And throw. Arrow. Yeah, easy sidestep.
But they will take the tier 1 tower. There we have the objectives again. See?
So Razor going for the early BKB. After getting the drums, they intend to fight. They will fight.
They want this.
They want to fight. That's the purpose of this build. Going for the drums, threads, plus the BKB as early as less than 20 minutes. They want to fight.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Amazing.
It's every time the map gets awfully silent, I'm expecting something big is gonna happen later. But the thing is, we're still 13 minutes in, and most of them are not combat ready yet.
I just love the drone shot.
So I just have to keep my hopes low at this point.
Yeah, drone shots. This is Dota 2 for you.
Razor. Just trying.
Diffusal done for the Void. Another smoke, they'll fight. There you go. Moonlight Shadow.
Oh, they might spot this guy. Oh, they found him. But wait.
They're looking for a better target. Better picked off.
But who?
Oh, Rushton! They know. He was spotted here. There you go.
Wait, what? They want Rushton instead of...
Oh, the Ravage was spotted, but Rushton is out instead.
Over there, on the other side of the map.
Sinister Gaze, perfectly done by the Lich.
3 heroes dead from the side of Team Philippines. Can we just get a perfect shot of every team fight? That was just a Rubik.
Yeah, I heard the
We've
Ravage
seen
was
a Ravage right there.
And a good Chain Frost, then the control by the use of the Sinister Gaze.
Is anyone else hearing this? Come on. That was a perfectly placed Ravage, and we missed it.
Yeah.
Man. So 6-11, 6-13, 3K net worth lead for Team Thailand.
Razor doesn't mind, still farming off of his BKB. He already has the Mithril Hammer, just missing the Ogre Club, plus the recipe. Just needs it before they go for the big fights. But the Chrono hasn't been used in this game. Just the Ravage, that's it. And they'll go for the smoke. No Ravage, it's a go time, but again, they still have the Chronosphere for the side of Thailand.
Yes, and Team Philippines goes for the smoke here.
Oh, the
focus on the Faceless Void. Eyes on the Faceless Void. Team Philippines will try to deward here. They will try to push this mid lane. Oh, there we go. Moonlight Shadow will be used. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Faceless Void. Chronosphere on 2. But where's the follow-up? They might try to take one out, but Rubik is still alive. They don't have the Ravage here. They're all stuck on mid lane. And a Viper strike from the Viper wants that Razor. Razor is down. Wait a minute. Oops. Oh yeah, he's down. Double kill. Double kill by the Viper. Rubik is still alive. They want Rubik, but the Time Walk is not available. Oh! Barely missed the angle.
That was a nice telekinesis lift. But
they want to save. They want to save the Rubik, but nope. To no avail, they won't.
This Doombringers is also dead. They're diving tier 2s already. But the buyback from the Rubik. Where did he go? He went at the bottom? No.
Even without, I mean, as I can see, Team Thailand, they know how to use their resources right. On the team fight on the top lane, only Ravage. No Chrono yet. And they're expecting another team fight. Team Philippines gave it to them on the mid lane, went for the Chronosphere. Might have failed to get the Rubik, but it did the job.
Yeah, look at this Rubik. Restless Rubik, but the Chain Frost immediately coming from the lid. Sinister Gaze, the control, everything.
Rushton with the stolen. Oh, the shrine, but no. Faceless Void is still alive.
Oh, that wasn't worth it.
And they will go for the Doom. Doom, nowhere to go. That's 3 heroes dead again for Team Philippines.
I mean, the Lich, Chain Frost, Sinister Gaze, that saved the Void for that. I mean, from that engagement.
And BKB. I'm seeing BKB as someone's next island here. While Team Thailand taking Roshan, they're taking advantage of the fact that Team Philippines are missing 3 of their heroes.
Well, Team Philippines right now is missing their item timings. If the Razor didn't die like thrice, he would have his BKB already for the past 4 minutes or so. But then he got picked off, and the Void already has the Aegis of the Immortal. And it will also gonna go for the Manta style, or it will go for the Manta style, definitely. He already has a recipe, smithing out the ultimate orb. And this Mirana with the Spirit Vessel, nice item picked up. Really good for the Doom.
Now Team Philippines will try to take the outpost on the top lane. And they will also try to push this. At least just gain some ground for themselves. That's very important. Every kill counts. Maybe not to try to group up too much, because Ravage is gonna get you. Chronosphere is gonna get you, definitely.
Okay,
But
here
again,
comes
Team
another
Thailand, they have the Ravage now and the Chronosphere.
and they know that the
Team Philippines
is on
is
the top.
right over there.
They know it.
Whoa.
They know it.
There we go, there we go. Oops. Oh no, they broke the smoke. They need the vision. They planted the ward, and they do have vision somewhere.
Instantly the wards, the Observer ward. Rushton.
That's like the warding battle, but Moonlight Shadow on the top lane. What can they do? Shadow Blade on the Drow Ranger. Will it be detrimental in the next team fight? Razor with the BKB. What change will it do? We will see. Oh, there we go. Everyone else coming in. BKB with the Razor.
Shot. Decimating that Lich.
Oh, they will try to take the Undying.
They will fight. Razor has a lot of damage right now. And he's
Oh, the Time Walk! Save himself and the Chronosphere! What a play by Team Thailand, ladies and gentlemen! They might take the Razor. Razor is down! The silence by the Drow Ranger. He will try to keep his team alive, but he won't. He's not tanky as ever. Now Team Philippines, they're crumbling. The Sinister Gaze on the Doom. Team Philippines will lose everyone in a full team wipe for Thailand.
Got that clutch Time Walk coming from the Faceless Void. He almost died.
That's like a hairline. That's like your hairline.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry, bro. That's like a hairline. Oh.
But he was able to Time Walk out immediately. Then goes for the big Chrono for 2. Then he was able to get everyone from inside the Chronosphere.
Wow. I think he has a fraction of a second for that Time Walk.
Just to publicly
It doesn't matter if it doesn't have the damage. They have the Chain Frost. They have everything else in their arsenal just to finish them off.
So well played coming from Thailand. Was able to get almost team-wide 5 kills. Lich was able to get
8 and 25. Team Thailand is in full throttle in this game number 2. Pupil's Gift. We'll see Pupil's Gift and a mech hands now on Mirano.
Sanj and Yasha, status resistance item plus bonus attack speed. And move speed. Pretty nice item
Oh,
pickup.
Moonlight Shadow.
Oh, the drow.
Spot
The
one.
drow is here.
Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Oh, there we go. The dust is there. Sinister Gaze. Wait, are they going to kill this one? The silence coming in, but Drow Ranger is dead.
The vessel, Spirit Vessel on effect.
Those two, the support duo, taking down the carry. Wow.
And that will further delay the draw for his levels and items.
All right, 8 and 26. 9K net worth lead for Team Thailand. And the Faceless Void, strong as ever, goes for the Lincoln Spear after that Manta style. He has the Broom and the Pupil's Gift. Okay. So like a bit farther. The melee attacks go a bit farther.
Yeah, and they wanted to take down the tier 2 tower here at the bottom. They'll get it. Void has a double damage cruise, and being backed up by his teammates just behind him. And Ravish is up, Prone is up, so this is a go time for the side of Thailand.
Again, they're using their resources perfectly. They're just timing it right. Sometimes, if you get too excited, you use the Ravage and the Chrono at the same time or at the same sequence. So yeah, that basically is not ideal. Look at that Mirana just throwing some arrows for vision. And they will try to take down this tier 2 bottom tower.
And Team Philippines just needs to avoid fight. But Thailand needs to pressure further. They need to pressure lanes, towers, since they still have the age of I mean, no more age, but still they need to go continue pressure.
They're at an advantage here. 10K net worth lead.
This Mirana's 6-0-12. I mean 6-0-12. Yeah, nice stuff. Arrow pop!
Almost.
Just by the hair.
Oh wow. Hurricane Pike on Viper. Hurricane Pike on Viper. Razor doesn't have a bit of a damage item yet. So Razor is gonna rely on that static link damage.
They know the two heroes here. They have a deep ward on the Dark Jungle, so they're pinging him out, but it's gonna get the ward easily. They're just gonna get the outpost. But the Void, 12,000 net worth lead.
11. Oh, time walk out goes for TP. They're at the top lane again. Same area, the outpost. Now, Team Philippines, they might be at an advantage because of the outpost vision, and they're all smoked up, but remember...
They know.
Yeah, Team Thailand knows. Even a blind Chrono on either side of the tree line is good for them. Just anyone. There we go. Tombstone getting in. And the Ravage from the outside. They will take the XP, but who's gonna... Oh, the Chrono! Wait, what? That knows everyone! Even his teammates!
Oh, there's no Chrono!
But wait, the Trailblazer with the free hit somewhere on the sidelines. They will take down 2 though. Buyback by the Doom. Drow Ranger is down. And Rubik Rushton is dead. A full team wipe again by Team Thailand.
Oh my god, the Chrono Spear. Nicely placed Chrono. Even the buyback was used from the Doombringer, but you know.
The Chrono.
My god, the Chrono Spear.
Everyone, like I think almost everyone in the Philippine team and the Thai team.
But the Chain Frost was there.
Yeah,
so
the Chain Frost. It did the difference. So they will try to push the top lane. No buybacks for the Razor. He's gonna go online in 4. He's gonna get back up.
They might defend their axis, but tier 3 is down, so Shrine is up for the taking.
Speed. Of the Viper. Viper attack speed is too much, plus the 90 damage talent. on level 20.
Well, the Viper has a Hyperstone, so that's the reason why, it's fast on right clicking. But Enchanted Quiver, it's a nice item to pick up for the Viper. Or even Moran wants it.
Now it's going to be somewhat of a total blackout here for Team Philippines. As Team Thailand will take the shrine. Roshan will be up in a short while, so an Aegis, a Cheese, and basically either an Aghanim's Blessing or a Refresher Shard. It will be beneficial for both teams.
Team Philippines wants to fight to go for a smoke. They know that no Ravage, no Chronosphere, but look at the side of Team Thailand, playing it safely, just going on the high ground. A dire jungle, and it'll be safe. It's a good spot.
Paladin Sword. Now they're picking it up.
Yeah.
I think they want the Faceless Void to grab that.
Of course, it's a good item to pick up.
Paladin Sword on Team Thailand.
So Viper has the Quiver. So Assault Cuirass queue up for the Viper.
Oh, there we go. Roshan is up, and they're pinging the Roche Pit. Now they're ready. They have the Chrono. They will have the Chrono soon, and they already have the Ravage. Moonlight Shadow is online as well, right under Team Philippines' nose. They will take the Aegis of the Immortal.
Easy. They have tons of damage. You can take up Roshan immediately. So tier 1 tower to the Aegis.
Yep. They get though. Aegis Cheese, there we go. They have the Aegis advantage. Force a team. Fight on the high ground or just force a reaction here from Team Philippines.
They can go for the high ground. Say Viper is going in at the top. Since the racks is open at the top, or I don't know, maybe they're just waiting for a different item.
Oh, well, quickening charm here for Villanueva. Is that an AC? Yeah, it's an Assault Cuirass for Viper.
And
Lotus Orb.
Yeah.
On Tidehunter.
The timings are coming in for Thailand. Item timings. So there's one guy.
Here's the redemption for Team Thailand's mid laner. He might have failed the Invoker on game number 1, but that Viper play, the Viper plays in this game number 2 is phenomenal. That's just beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, the Razor was playing carelessly on the middle lane earlier during the laning phase, so he got punished multiple times with the blink out quick. Time for the Rubik, versus Rubik. He'll go for the axe.
Outposts again.
He'll go for the axe.
And Mirana with the Solar Crest goes for the Solar Crest.
The Mirana is richer than the Razor, even the Drow.
Even the Drow.
And the Doom. What can you ask for if you're Team Thailand?
Again from Team Thailand. Moonlight Shadow is online as well, so they don't have to worry about broken smokes.
Ravage is up, Tron is up. Faceless Boy just farming out here. He will join. He will join the fight. There you go. The Boy teaming in the Shrine. Yeah, they'll fight.
Oh,
they'll go for a team
will
fight.
They spot everyone? Moonlight Shadow. Razor is there.
Oh my God.
They want the Doom. Okay, Sinister Gaze is there. Doom is out. Almost a minute out. They got the outpost just over that 30 minutes. smart.
Yeah, that was fast. And look at the Viper. Crazy right click. Right clicking so fast.
So fast.
And it will also gonna go for Satanic.
His performance in game number 2, you wouldn't believe that he is the invoker on game 1. Oh wait, he went in and goes for the Undying. The silence is there, but it won't be enough. Undying is down. They need to force the buyback here, and they will do it.
And this Drow needs to be careful, man, with the Chrono.
They have the Chrono, they have the Ravage. Tidehunter has the Blink Dagger. He has the Blink Dagger, so he could go for a surprise Blink and Ravage combo.
So Tier 2 is about to be taken by the side of Team Thailand. As early as $30 minutes, no more top lane of Brack for Team Philippines. And Thailand really playing well.
They want to end this game too. They will demolish the mid lane, just waiting for those fortifies to be exhausted. There we go.
And he will go. He will just negate the damage by the use of the time walk.
The thing is, if Team Philippines goes too close to this Faceless Void, you're gonna expect a Ravage will come after.
He's just faking the time walk.
Just to like, restore those health, the lost health.
I was just like making his time walk, so you know you can scare the Drow. Oh, there you go. That was not a fake time walk.
Oh, from the back line. Doom's out. The Tidehunter. Where's the rest? BKB and the Chronosphere on the other side. They will catch Drew. They will take down Alviso. Faceless Void with the play. Sinister Gaze and GG will finally be called for Team Philippines. Oh, the Ravage. The icing on cake on that Ravage. But Team Thailand will deliver. They will deliver the equalizer. 1-1 for these two teams.
Well, game 1 was played like 30 minutes. Game 2, same goes.
Same goes.
Yeah. So they were able to play their timings, but the problem is earlier they were like, you know, feeding kills on the lane during the early laning phase.
Razor died a couple of times on the mid lane, so was Drow Ranger. That gave the momentum Team Thailand needs just to snowball their way to victory.
Philippines was able to get some good kills at the start, right?
Yeah, early, like the early 2-0.
Yeah, they got the first 2 kills, plus the first blood, but they were able to capitalize that early lead. They were like trying to pressure, especially the Viper. That's the reason why, you know, the Razor was playing aggressively.
Oh, here we go. Time for the highlights. Take a look at the team fight. This might be one team fight that might have gone a bit well for Team Philippines, but went as a disaster right after. Look at that. The telekinesis are there, the lift, the time walks coming in, and the stolen time walk. That's just phenomenal for Team Thailand.
I'm just really happy seeing Viper really work.
Flourish.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of games, Viper games. Well, you know, it didn't work this well. But I'm really happy, you know, Viper being utilized at this level.
From start to finish, Team Thailand went out strong. Take a look at this. The Chrono went perfectly. See?
Even the Drow got punished by the vessel.
The vessel. And look at that. It all takes a Chronosphere, if not a Ravage.
Yep.
Shut down the entire lineup.
That's what we were trying to say earlier. The side of Team Thailand has a good team fight, superior team fight against Team Philippines. They have the Chrono, they have the Sustain.
The Chrono, everyone's inside, but the Chain Frost. The Chain Frost delivered.
Even the Drow, he lacks damage. see that. He's
No
gonna be owned.
items, yeah.
Yeah.
No other items.
He gets owned. Easily.
And as you said, the net worth. Mirana's net worth, the support net worth here are higher than the cores of Team Philippines.
Look at the damage output from the side of Thailand is just so massive.
Yeah, I think this is the end game. There we go.
Yeah,
and they called GG after that. They
Yeah.
controlled the map, they did the timings right, like you said. And Team Thailand will even out the series 1-1.
Nicely done. So we're back to square one.
Yep, back to square one, back to the drawing board. And the thing here is, there won't be any sweep.
Yeah, no sweep.
No sweep.
No sweep.
Maximum of 4 games. I mean, minimum of 4 games now.
Sure.
Maximum
Sure.
of 5.
We have seen, reverse comebacks, right?
Mhm.
Especially for some games. Mobile Legends, it was just like 2-1.
2-1 goes for 2-2, and then goes the distance for
Yeah.
the game 5. And I'm not going to be shocked if this series goes game 5.
Yeah, we'll see.
Everyone deserves this.
Everyone deserves, of course. Everyone deserves, good games. That they can enjoy.
Yeah. So adjustments. Let's talk about adjustments that Team Philippines has to do to survive Game 3.
No, for me, Thailand just needs to ban out Elder Titan.
Just ban Elder Titan and just everything follows. Take a look at this. Again, double kill by that Faceless Void, and they will take down the Doom. The Doom, I think the Doom wasn't capitalized well.
Well, you can see, after going for the big Chronos, big spells, or the Ravage, the Lich will just gonna throw out his Chain Frost into the Sinister Gaze, the control.
Yeah.
They have everything for good team fights. So, if you have a superior team fights, results a good win.
It's a good win. But then, I think if the Doom just doomed like the right people, I think they're good. If he dooms the Faceless Void or dooms the Faceless Void before he time walks out, I think they might have gotten him.
Well, the thing is, the Doom actually needs to target 2 guys, the Void or yeah, that's the thing.
You have a point.
He needs to decide which hero to go for. But then, yeah, it's a matter of choice.
So let's see who will take this game further. Who will go for a 2-1? Currently, we're standing 1-1, and don't go away. We'll be right back for game number 3.
Esports has grown over the past couple of years to multi-million-dollar tournaments. It's the primary form of entertainment for the youth and millennials. When we first caught wind of the SEA Games, we realized that it was missing a major component and what we felt should be esports. We flew across to Philippines. We met up with Senator Cayetano and the rest of FISOC, and the rest is history. Esports, for the first time ever, is a medal sport in a major sporting event.
This is the first time esports is going to be included in the SEA Games. It's a huge thing. Like, we've been waiting for this for quite a long time, actually.
It really shows how far esports has come. It's crazy to be on par with conventional sports.
I think esports today, this past year has been a turning point for the industry, and we're very proud to be part of this. The future of esports, I would say, limitless and exciting. I'm just really passionate. I think there's a huge future in this, and we want to be part of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are making history. To be the first medal esports event in the world is a great promise.
Right now, we are having our the Southeast Asian Game Esport Test event. We did this so that we can conduct a simulation of what will happen on the actual SEA Games. So we're testing out everything in terms of the internet, the infrastructure, the league ops, the PCs, the networking, and also the streaming that will be used in the actual SEA Games.
Everyone's here to make sure that we have a really, really good presentation of esports come the Southeast Asian Games in December. Now, that's very important for esports because when we show them how successful we are in organizing this, we believe there will be more acceptance. Of esports, which would mean that even parents would understand that, hey, maybe there's a future, there's something after. We want a lot of young people to have brighter and bolder dreams. It's a new world, and who knows what comes next.
If any game deserves to be an esports title, it's got to be StarCraft 2. It's, strategically speaking, very in-depth. There's a lot of strategies, there's a lot of things you can do. Some people call it like a chess game on steroids. The StarCraft 2 community is quite compact, so you kind of know everyone. The other top 2 players are usually from the Philippines and Vietnam, so they've been always consistently doing well in the other tournaments as well. I'm going to just do the same thing I've always done to prepare for tournaments, study a lot, practice a lot, and then just hope for the best.
So yun, finish ko yung pagiging Dota 2. Lahat ginawa ko para maging professional player. Siguro yung Dota kasi sa akin, sobrang importante kasi sa akin yun. Kung ako, sasabihin ko sa sarili ko na yung Dota is para siyang pagkain sa akin. Kumbaga, pag wala yung Dota, hindi ko mabubuhay yung sarili ko.
Jika kita dapat memenangkan turnamen ini, kita tentunya akan mendapatkan perhatian lebih dari tim-tim tier 1 Dota di dunia. Dan ini sangatlah bagus untuk karir-karir kita, player-player Dota Indonesia.
When I started playing was Taken 3 and I was like 7 years old back then. 18 years later, fast forward, it's actually selected as one of the games for SEA Games. I never thought that I would be given this opportunity to play in front of thousands and thousands of people.
The bootcamp really helped me get ready for the South. Asian Games 2019 because we had JDCR, which is one of the best second players in the world to train with us.
I was able to play with JDCR earlier. He told me a lot of tips and tricks.
And here we are at game number 3 for the Dota 2 medal event. Of course, for the Southeast Asian Games. Game number 1 was quite decisive for Team Philippines, but after that game number 2, there are a lot of question marks on what happened in the laning stage. But of course, they still pulled through, Team Thailand still pulled through for game number 2. We are your casters. My name is Wolf. I'm with Cabs. You were shaking your head in there. I wonder why. We were talking about this off cam. Tell me more about what you thought about that early game from Team Philippines.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say earlier is that since Team Philippines was able to get 2 good kills at start plus first blood, then of course you have this the advantage already. Especially the Razor was able to get the Viper first kill. But the thing is, he died multiple times.
There were many times where he thought that he would be able to kill off the Viper. It was always so close. But the thing is, you don't really have the full understanding of damage over time skills, unless of course you do the math. But against the Viper, you don't want to risk it because sometimes you might have missed how the poison attack works right now. Because, like you said, it more stacks, I would say.
5 stacks max.
5 stacks max. And Razor is a hero. It's an agility hero. He may be good against physical damage at the early game, but against magic damage, which you should be taking for account. Yeah, but he did not, unfortunately, calculate it that much.
And the burden for the Doom, I mean, he has a Doom, but he needs to decide which hero he will go for. He tried to go for the Tide. Well, it worked for
it worked.
Yeah, it worked twice. Yeah, but then they still have the Void for the Chrono.
Oh yeah, that is such a good understanding. I mean, such a good approach to the draft. I think for Team Thailand because you have this Doom,
which is one of the strongest heroes in the meta that we have right now.
Yeah, true.
And the way for you to work around it is to have so many options for the Doom to use his ultimate on. And of course, having the Tidehunter in there is already a threat. And then you also have the Faceless Void. So you're leaving your opponents thinking on who should he use the Doom on. And unfortunately
The
for
pressure.
the pressure is just way too much. To be honest, I think I agree with some of the decisions that they did wherein they put the Doom onto the Tidehunter first. But of course, it will, during the late game,
Kraken Shell lessens the duration.
Yeah, the duration, right? So while it's true that you don't want to face against the Ravage, I think the Chronosphere is a much more potent ultimate in the late game.
True. I mean, we've seen the Chronosphere on almost on everyone, but the Lich already made his job. I mean, he's thrown out the Chain Frost inside the Chronosphere. So all the Void needs to do is just keep on right-clicking everyone inside the Chrono. But then the follow-up Ravage. See, there's a lot of problems for the side of Philippines on the game number 2.
Yeah. We saw in game number 1, though, that there was a big laning advantage for the Viper that we kind of missed out on. Because sometimes we don't really prioritize getting the poison attack. But if you think about it, poison attack is very good in the lane. Because if you keep on using your Q instead of the right clicks, you will not get the creep aggro.
Yeah.
That's why he was able to dive so deeply against that Razor.
That was pretty smart.
That's pretty smart indeed. So what you do is wait for your opponent. If it's a Razor versus the Viper matchup, you wait for the static link to run out, and then you go in for the harass. Makes a lot of sense, actually.
Even though the Razor was able to use his static link for a good duration, but the Viper doesn't care. He just spams his Q,
spam the Q,
chase the Razor, stack up the poison damage, and it's all good.
Also, I think Viper outranges the Razor.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
much
so,
more range, attack range.
Anyways, I think we're heading into the draft for game number 3. And no team will be wiped, at least here in the grand finals of Dota 2. We saw in the previous medal event yesterday, it was a full stretch of 5 games for Mobile Legends. Surprised to see, however, that our previous medal events for Arena of Valor and Hearthstone was quite faster.
3-0 for Arena of Valor.
Yeah.
Same goes for the Hearthstone.
3-1 for Hearthstone.
Yeah.
For now, for Dota 2, we'll see. And Dota 2 is a notorious video game to have the longest games for all esports, on average at least. So strap yourselves, boys and girls.
You've experienced that yesterday, like 75-minute game, right?
Yeah.
78-minute game.
78-minute game, and it's just one game out of the 5 potentially. And like we said, strap yourselves in, get your dinner, get your snacks, get everything you need, and watch and enjoy the set of Dota 2 games that we'll watch.
I was like telling Jess earlier, it's just a 2-0, but since game 1 was 78, it was just like the feeling of 3 games. Three games being casted.
Exactly. All right. I think that we have the draft already. You're seeing it on your screen right now. Not clearly because we have the long range. How do you call this? The wide angle of the stage. And if you are still interested in watching the games, I think that for
a lot of seats.
A lot of seats. Yeah. And admission is free.
San Juan Arena.
Yep. As long as you have the chance to go to San Juan Arena, you'll be safe. All right, so we have the draft right now. Tidehunter for Team Thailand. It works wonders, and they will still go for it. However, Team Philippines, the moment they got their chance on getting the Vengeful Spirit and Drow Ranger, they picked it up. We know that this is one of the strongest combinations as we have today.
Oh man, Drow and the Venge plus the Puck.
And the Puck. So much damage already the Team Philippines can put up. Of course, the Tidehunter is very tanky, but not against Venge, Drow, and Puck.
and many times in the game. And once they get their BKBs up, I mean, particularly for this Drow Ranger, he can't be stopped right now. I hope Thailand does have something in their sleeves right now, because this is gonna be a very hard composition from Team Philippines already to face. I mean,
well, Thailand learned a lesson. I mean, they just keep on banning Elder Titan on most matches. I mean, game 1 they didn't ban it, they lost.
Yeah.
Game 2 they banned it, they won.
Yeah. Big job. Oh, there's the Mirana once again. I guess
same pick.
It's the same picks for Team Thailand. Not only in this series, they also picked this Mirana up. Will go with Lich and / or Tidehunter in their previous games. They have so much emphasis on taking this Mirana. Let's see if it will work again in this game number 3.
They banned out really strong heroes from the side of Thailand. No more Veno. Nagasar is even banned. What's the a Viper? They banned out Viper.
Yeah.
Good for the Tide. Corrosive. I mean, the Toxin. Nether Toxin.
Nether Toxin, of course.
But no more Void. No more Faceless Void. And skill. Oh, okay. Nice.
Legion Commander.
Hero
They kind of need a frontliner for their team. Also, it's a very good jungler nowadays because of the fact that you don't start in the jungle, right?
You don't. That's not DOTA anymore.
That's not what I want you guys to understand. When I say Legion Commander is a good jungler, when it comes to the post laning stage wherein you can flash farm the jungle, the Legion Commander makes a lot of sense. I think that in addition, the most important thing why the Legion Commander was picked up by Team Philippines is that Press the Attack is such a good spell to have right now, because you can dispel the stuns from the Mirana Arrow, from of course the Tidehunter, and then you also have the slows.
Yeah,
you can remove that.
Even the Sinister Gaze.
The Sinister Gaze, that's true. So that's one thing that you can do if you're drafting a Legion Commander. Also, Legion Commander is their frontliner against Team Thailand. Very strong laner as well, even against the Spectre at many points in the game.
That's the reason why Ice Frog removed the Iron Talon.
Yes.
So no one will jungle for life.
I'm sorry for saying it, but I just hope you don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying go jungle.
No.
No, not at all.
Of course. They do understand that.
All right.
Junglers, you know, I mean, Dota 2, if you're going to be comparing in a different MOBA,
yeah,
this game doesn't have a specific jungler.
Yeah. It's not like a role, I would say. So, actually, to be fair, right now, Icefrog has been patching Dota 2 in a way that he slowly tried to remove jungling totally. But what he doesn't understand is that people will jungle as soon as they want.
He lessened the XP on the neutral camps, but still, a lot of people still jungle.
Yeah. You can't change the game, but you cannot change the players, I guess.
That's very true.
All right, now heading into the last phase of our draft, our bans and picks.
I think this is a position 4 puck.
Yeah, we see it a lot actually, because Legion Commander surely is going to go offlane this time, and then you have the support puck.
They have the control, the burst, and the Dream Call is really good, especially the Illusory Orb, the short Jound coming from it, so it's easy to close the gap to the heroes on the Waning Rift.
Exactly.
So no more phase shift. So basically the build right now is maxing out the Illusory Orb and the Waning Rift.
Yeah. And the silence is bigger. And by the way, you have the Vengeful Spirit swap into the Dream Call stun, which is a classic. But like you said, it's the Kunkka for Team Thailand. Makes them so tanky, actually. If you imagine this Tidehunter with the Spectre in the front lines, together with the Kunkka, and then they receive the Ram buff, oh man, that's gonna be a big problem for Team Philippines. I hope they plan for a good mid laner here. Like something like an Outworld Devourer, actually, might work against Team Thailand. They might pick it up, actually. Is it banned?
Kunkka is still up in the pool. They can still go. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, the OD is still up in the pool.
It is! It is the OD!
Yeah. A puck cannot match with a Kunkka. It's just gonna get right click again and again with a Tidebringer.
Wow, okay, so after seeing the lineup of Team Thailand, I thought that maybe Outward Devourer can work here.
It's a good hero.
It is a very good hero against the members of Team Thailand, and imagine with this Spectre, this Tide, and this Kunkka having a very small mana pool, they will be destroyed by the ultimate.
in the OD also has the actual imprisonment.
Yeah.
So if someone gets torrent or X4, you can just easily, use the actual imprisonment to the Kuka, so he cannot queue up his spell.
Ooh. That is such a good pick. Goes so well with the OD, with the Drow Ranger as well. So
And the bench.
The bench, yeah, that's true. So this is a scary lineup of Team Philippines. Let's see how Team Thailand will work around this hero. Although I would say that the first four picks coming out from Team Thailand makes a lot of sense against the composition of Team Philippines. But that last pick OD though, that could be the game changer.
Well, I mean, for me, right now, it all boils down on how they execute their game plan, especially the laning phase. It's so very much important on a Dota 2 game. Whenever you lose your lane, of course, the high chance of you losing. And if you win your lanes, high chance of winning. That's how Dota works right now.
Ooh. I'm excited to see this. This is game number 3.
Back to square one.
Back to square one. It seems like it's a best of 3. Back to a best of 3, I mean. But of course, games 1 and 2 mattered so much that here we are in the draft. After the draft, I mean, getting the ban of the Viper. And we'll see Team Thailand play on the Radiant side this time and Team Philippines on the Dire.
Yeah, they interchanged.
So I think that Team Philippines are almost always playing on the Radiant side.
Yeah,
it's one of their priorities.
I've been watching a lot of the games for Team Philippines. They opted to go for the Radiant side. They have no game plan, most likely.
Yeah.
But right now we have a pause. So Thailand again with problems with the mic, but it's just a minor problem. They can fix it, easily.
Well, ooh, okay. Here we are. All right. I wanna talk about this Drow Ranger and this Outward Devour because you have to kind of think about its power spike. For Drow Ranger, you have to wait for at least a pike or perhaps the Yasha first. So these basic items, because even when the Drow is very strong with the Vengeful Spirit, I think that it still needs some sort of items to kind of put himself in a good spot to team fight against his opponents.
I think he just needs a couple of great bands plus the Tread or the Yasha so they can group up with a bench, take out the objectives, towers immediately, efficiently. And that's a game plan for the side of Team Philippines. But again, the side for Thailand, once this Konka mid hits level 6, he can just easily rotate. Go for the ganks, go for the potent kill. So again, positioning
Is
matters.
key.
Nice
arrow. Very nicely done. There is going to be the story of to get away. The Jaunt, of course, to get out and gets away into safety. However, the control of the bounty rune is going to be there for Team Thailand up top, bottom lane. I guess it will be on the side of Team Philippines.
There you go. In control. 2 for 2. Yep.
2 for 2 indeed. So it will be a quiet early game, I would say, in the laning stages.
They'll farm.
They will definitely farm.
Kill potential a bit in the mid. It all depends if they go aggressively. But the kill potential with the magic missile into wave of terror plus a frozen arrow from the draw. Yeah, might go for a kill, but nice body block for the OD.
Very nice. And then whip. Going for, of course, the Astral Imprisonment first. That's the right thing to do so that you can either deny or kill your rage cape as soon as possible by imprisoning your enemy in the middle, which in this case is the Kunga, so that you can be sure that he'll take the range cape of the opponents.
Yeah, he was able to get the range creep, so really nice job countering his OD.
Top lane.
Looking so swishy.
Yeah, that's the problem we have with the composition of Team Philippines. If you think about it, they're very squishy in the laning stages, and this Tidehunter will have a great time in the top lane to go with this Mirana. If they are careful enough not to overextend against a draw, for sure they can stay farming here in the top lane.
careful. I mean, both teams need to be careful because they can easily get punished.
Yeah.
And they're playing against the Spectre for the side of Philippines, so the late game has already been secured by that certain hero here. I guess, I don't know if it's gonna go for the instant Radiance build. The OD opted to go for the Healing Salve. The Healing Salve already been used.
That's a very early usage of the salve. I guess that's what you get out of the Kupka. There's always passive damage against your opponents that you don't really need to overextend just to hit the Tidebringer.
Oh my god. First armor being used in defense is being chased out and will just secure first blood. There you go. First blood for the side of Thailand. Nicely done.
It's such a deadly combo. You go for the slow coming out of the Spectral Dagger, then you have the Frost Shield. So much damage you can dish out. Nice dodge. Just how strong they hit with the Spider's armor from the gosh, she's dead.
That was dead. Yeah. The anchor smash.
Anchor smash. You have to be very careful about that because you kind of need to memorize how long the anchor smash range is.
True that. But oh my god,
another one bites the dust.
So another kill secured by the side of Thailand. So 3-0 as early as 240.
Yeah.
Good start by the side of Thailand.
I guess this is amazing start. The moment you stop the farming of the Drow Ranger, it seems like you're leaps away from your opponent. Drow Ranger is so dependent on getting early kills, but of course getting the kills onto the Drow Ranger stops the farm significantly, while this Spectre is farming so well in the bottom lane.
The only lane that favors the side of the Philippines is the middle lane. That's it. But top and bottom, but however, okay, there's a stop of that engagement, just playing it safe, and the Leech will try to pull. Yeah, the neutral cup. There you go. Oh, nice wave of terror.
Very nicely done.
Disrupting the pull.
You don't want the pulls to happen for Team Thailand because the lane equilibrium will be messed up so badly that it's kind of hard to lane. Now in the middle, like you said, this is a little bit of advantage for the Outworld Devourer. Now at 18 CS compared to just 16 of this Kunkka. Also was able to deny 8 creeps already. So that's a lot of XP advantage that he has against his opponent.
He has been using the actual imprisonment really well against the Kunkka. So he can just easily get the range 3 after Radiant. But there you go, at the bottom lane, they want to disrupt the farming of this Legion Commander.
Yeah.
Oh, double damage. Pretty nice.
Double damage for indeed that could hit like a truck. It's at 78 damage, base damage. So that's one thing that they can capitalize on in terms of getting the farm on the Kunkka, because what you do is just to overly farm, uber farm the mid, and then transfer into the jungle if you can. Because I think your potential is not the best for any of the players right now.
Okay, here's another chase down for the that was used. Is it gonna be enough to go the extra armor? Goes in, but the Spectre falls. But he was able to get one kill out of the Vengeful Spirit with this multi-shot.
Yeah, that hurts. You see how much tankiness this Vengeful Spirit has in the early game? That's just a support and agility hero, but the base stats for the Vengeful Spirit is just so good. He knows exactly that he will die anyway, so he just fought against his opponent. The arrow will not connect, but the damage is just way too good. Anchor smash! Wow.
Man, that's why it's called Anchor Smash.
It is.
It will smash you into smithereens.
Oh. The Drow Ranger needs to be careful in the next coming seconds or minutes, because it can easily be picked up by his opponent.
And it's really hard to play a Drow playing behind.
Yeah, surely. The Drow is supposed to be the leader of the gold, of the net worth, but apparently it's not happening. What is happening, however, for Team Philippines is that we're seeing the Legion Commander and the OD getting a lot of farm from their respective lanes, like this one.
Well played. Yeah, easily get the skill, but the rotation from the Mirana, the lead team continues for game. Oh, the control again from the side of Thailand, taking up one hero, 6-1.
Amazingly done from Team Thailand. The response is there, and they get another kill for this Mirana. Well, with the help of the Mirana. And then that
is like the best performing hero for Team Philippines. And the moment he died, it's actually a big dent on the composition of Team Philippines right now.
Was able to, I mean, the Lich had a hard go for the Sinister Gaze since the Mirana is there. The damage is enough, so well played. Well played for Team Thailand.
Well played indeed. And 6-1. I wonder why Team Philippines are still getting a little bit of farm in the map. Like what we're seeing down the network is just the Spectre is the most farmed hero, followed closely by the OD.
Oh, the gaze into the arrow.
Oh, wow.
And he connected, but okay. Press the attack, but he's holding. No. He's not going to survive this one. Nice.
Look at the composition of Team Thailand right now. They have so much sources of damage. They have magic. Damage